And welcome to DCCodesandGames.com. Today we are going to be talking about the ultimate resource in Starfield and how you can obtain it. Now, before we go into it, I really want you guys to subscribe and like to this and tell me what you think about this in the comments section. And also don't forget to check out my website at DCCodesandGames.com where you can get an ultimate game pass, and I believe this game is in the Ultimate Game Pass. And also, folks, if you stay at the end of the video, I'll also talk about a bonus tip, so please do keep tuned. Now, let's get back into it. So, Vytinium. Vytinium is very good for credits in this game. Now, the reason why is that we can sell our side for 18 credit. So if you had 1,000 of them and then you sold them to vendors, you get 18,000. That's already very good. Where do you find this material and where do you extract it is the next thing. Well, you could set up Outposts, and before we even go to this stage, if you're not familiar with Outposts, I would highly recommend you to build a home outpost and link it to other different moons or things that have iron, copper, cobalt, beryllium, and tungsten. Now, once you have these, you'll be able to build better structures or the simple structures for your outposts. So Vytinium is more of a later game stage at this point, because once you can then extract the simple products, you can go over to this product. And in respect of why I think it's the ultimate resource, well, once you've got a lot of credits and you're selling this off to vendors, you can store it in your ship. You'll have all the credits in the world, so you could just trade things with them. So if you needed this item, you can just trade that with this resource. If you just needed credits, you can get credits. So in the end, actually only the very main resources, and if you've got enough of those coming into your base, what else do you need? Now, where to find this? It's on the Decaren system, and it's on a moon on Decaren VII-B. Now, I would go for Extractors level 3. This will give you more output for the materials, and you need adapter frames, you need isotopic coolant, and you'll need a drilling rig, and you'll also need tungsten. Now, okay, don't panic. I know I was in this stage, I was like, oh, flipping hell, how am I going to get all those? But I've got your back. So tungsten, you can either get this by extracting and getting enough of it into your home base, or you could just go to a vendor on Titan in the Sol system, and if you go to this guy, he'll actually give you a load of different inorganic resources, and that's all you'll need. So he'll have tungsten there, and then if you need more tungsten, you just wait and you come back to him and he'll refresh his store. Now, for drilling rigs and sort of more structured materials, I would go to the Keeler City in the Cheyenne system. They'll give you a load of drilling rigs, so you're sorted there. Now, isotopic coolant you can get in the Alpha Centauri system on Jemison, and if you go to the commercial district, you can go to the UC distribution, and you can talk to a person there, and he'll actually give you lots of materials to be able to make the isotopic coolant. Now, these materials are tetrafluorides and iconic liquid. Now, you do the same thing however much you want. You just wait, come back to him, get as much as you want. And then what you want to do is you want to go to your industrial workshop station, make a load of these, and then there you are. You've got the materials for an Extractor 3. And also, you'll also have to research this before you can use it on the research. And also adapter frames, you can easily make this on the industrial workshop with the main resources. Once you have this, you want to actually place an extractor down, and you want to bring it in to one of the storages, and you want to line up maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lined up, and then you want to do another extractor, and you want to make all these separate, so you have lines of this coming in. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas where you can go up and just grab all this stuff, and you can name the moon money moon or whatever. Now what I've done on this outpost, I've actually put a link so I can then get a moon where it's storing helium into my base. I've also got iron because I needed iron. I, funnily enough, didn't have iron as a main resource, and that was causing me issues. Now what I would do is actually not have this special resource Vytinium going into your home base. I mean, have a bit of it and you can maybe dedicate one extractor, but I think that's all you'll need. Make sure you do have helium coming in so that the cargo ship will actually lift off and go to your home base if you are getting a bit of this material into your home base so you can mod stuff. But the rest of it, I wouldn't. I would leave them in the storage containers. Now, I've done it on a small scale here, but you can imagine that you can actually scale this up quite a big time. And you could even just have, if you want to save space and just have a whole load of this material, you could get another outpost and call it Money 2 or Money 3, and then you could just end up having a whole load of these around, and what you do is you just land to all the other different spaces, and then basically you go around and pick up all the stuff. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to stack these storage boxes, because that will cause issues, because you won't be able to actually get your boost pack up there to grab them. And once you've grabbed them, you might think, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to move now and everything, but it takes off some health, but you never die when you're overweight, so that's fine. And what I would also do is put a bed near the storage boxes, so that when you've picked up a lot, you just go to rest, you come back, you pick up more, and then you then go off to different locations and sell off the materials. Now what I've realized is actually if you're with the Crimson Fleet, you can go into the key, and I didn't really go with the Crimson Fleet. I've actually gone with the UC, and I've actually realized now that they have got vendors there that their credits add up to 30,000. That's, I think, more than anywhere else, because they have about 4 vendors there, and then you can just talk to the people. You could sell up all your resource, and then you can trade with them, etc., and get a lot of cash. Whereas, yeah, there are other vendors I've gone around. You can also go to trade authority places on different cities, and they have at least 5,000 credit. The wolf system, they have quite a lot of credits as well, but always remember that if you sell your stuff off and they don't have enough credits, or the vendors, then you're going to lose out of that resource that you just produced. Now also, I would also put a robot down, because they will add 10% to your productivity in your outpost. Also, having in your home base a outpost engineer, an outpost management person. Lynn, I believe she has the outpost management. And you can also go to places like Mars, where there's a bar there, and they've got engineering people over there that you can hire for your outposts. Put these 2 different types in your home base, then you'll increase the amount of research stuff you can get. You'll increase the mods for your weapons and stuff. Now, final tip here. This is our bonus tip. You can actually also dedicate a cargo link in your home base, for example, and then do missions where it will say bring this amount of resources to Mars. And what I found is that it's actually the main resources that they want. And if you've got plenty of this coming into your home base, then you're gaining credits from this as well. So in all conclusion, I think Vytinium is a great resource, because you can just get credits that you want. You can go to vendors, sell off as much as you can, trade with them if you want, get what you want, not worry about credits, which is great. And if you needed that extra resource that you don't have, that unique resource, just go to a vendor. I hope you liked that video, and please give a thumbs up and subscribe. I really would like to hear what you guys think about this. You might think there's another resource which is better, which I'd be very interested to know. And I'll leave it there. See you on the next one.